It's that time again, folks. It's January 8th, and what I picked today is what new Justin Baldoni voice message reveals and truth about Blake Lively sexual harassment claims on the Megyn Kelly Show. And before I even begin, I'm just telling you now, Team Justin. And I was Team Justin before this voice message. I've seen some clips and stuff. So anyhow, this is pretty long, so I'm not going to be able to do the whole thing because, as you know, TikTok has a 10-minute policy, and this thing is 13 minutes and 10 seconds long, and I'm 39 seconds into my time. So we're going to go ahead and do this, and I'll stop it when I need to, and yeah, we'll go from there. So happy YouTube Face Steamer Day for January 8th, 2025.
We have here exclusively Justin Baldoni speaking to what he called his dream team, those who had been helping him edit the films and get it to finality, lamenting the fact that he was put in the basement on the premiere of his own movie, he says, per Blake's demands. Take a listen to that voice text in part.
Think about this. On what, could have been one of the most beautiful nights of my life career-wise, I literally was sent to the basement with all my friends and family for over an hour because I wasn't allowed to be seen. She didn't want me anywhere near her or the rest of the cast. So they ushered me off the carpet and they sent us down to the basement. We were down there together, my friends and family, the people that love me the most, and they start laughing because of the ridiculousness of this whole thing. And I realized, on a night that was supposed to be so materialistically joyful, I was in the basement with the people that I love the most, and we were all joyful and laughing. Because none of that shit matters. None of it. That's not why we're in the business. That's not why the three of us are in this business, is to attend a premiere like that and be celebrated. We're in this business because we're artists and we believe in what we do, and because we want to create art that touches people's hearts and souls and can move people. And that's what we did. That's what you both did. And I believe that will follow each of us, and that truth will prevail, and that light and love will win.
So, Bryan, and by the way, that'll be posted on MegynKelly.com. But to those who say the reason she wanted him nowhere near her at the premiere is because he'd been sexually harassing her and then retaliating against her with a smear campaign in the press after the harassment, they say, so good. Who could blame her for wanting him in the basement? What say you?
Let's break down what the sexual harassment is. I mean, we've just, been through the Me Too movement. We've heard all sorts of serious allegations of sexual harassment that are really meaningful to victims and really important and whatnot. Blake Lively, if she was sexually harassed to such a degree in this film and in this situation, she wouldn't have returned to the film. And they had sat down and they had talked about what her complaints were. The unfortunate thing is she actually didn't read the book and didn't understand what the book was about. And as a result of that, yes, and as a result of that, the complaints are things like he had gone into her trailer when she was breastfeeding, to which there are text messages that address that. There were complaints that Jamie Heath, Justin's partner, had shown pornography. If you look at the actual complaint that they filed, it says that that's pornography. What Jamie Heath showed her was a still video of a home birth because they were discussing a scene about birthing. And that's not pornography. No. And if you get down to the specific allegations, I mean, what this film was about domestic violence. This film was about sex scenes that involve, rough behavior violence and serious issues like that, and at every turn, to the extent that Justin, anybody felt uncomfortable in any way on the film, Justin took responsibility for it. In fact, they met at Ryan Reynolds' house in New York. They went over a 17-point list of things. They had come to an agreement, although Justin and Jamie did not agree that these things, that were, spoken about were warranted at all. They said, well, of course we won't come into your trailer when, if you don't want us to. Of course we won't do these things. And they're really simple concepts and simple things. And even in their own complaint, they admit that ever since they met in January, that everything ran smoothly for the rest of the set. And then all of a sudden, when Blake Lively decides that she's not going to do any type of press with Justin, she's not going to let him at the premiere, she's not going to be seen in a photo with him in any kind of the press. She decides that and all of a sudden the fans, people aren't stupid out there. They're looking and seeing that, oh, hold it. The entire cast has unfollowed Justin, and there's no explanation for it. There's not even an email. And hold it, they're not together in any of the marketing. Why is that? Is there something going on with the two of them? And then you start to see the stories planted by Leslie Sloan. You start to see them on August 8th, and it's very clear what's being planted. There are evidence for all these points. There are text messages for all these points. And unlike any case that I've handled in my entire career, it's the one case we're going to put every single text message, every single document, everything on a website for everyone in the public to read, come to their own conclusions, and they can determine whether or not there was sexual harassment here, there was a smear campaign, or there was retaliation, because we have proof and receipts that absolutely and unequivocally show this is not true.
All right, let's go through some of them, because
I'm going to stop it here because we're at 7.5 minutes. And as I said, and as you know, TikTok has that 10-minute thing, and who wants to watch me steam my face for 10 minutes? But, yeah. So, Team Justin. I knew from way back in the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants and the Gossip Girl days that Blake Lively was quite a mean girl. I also knew that I was disgusted with the whole him leaving Scarlett Johansson for Blake Lively and all that jazz. But you can't help who you love, right? So I tried to give it the benefit of the doubt. But if even half of these allegations are true, and if that little blip in the Deadpool Wolverine movie actually is spoofing Justin Baldoni, which again, all the things that are brought up by Nice Pool or whatever, because I haven't seen the movie. I've been boycotting Ryan Reynolds because he hasn't spoken up about Palestine. So I haven't even seen the movie. But if that part that people are showing really is him talking shit about Justin, that shows even more so that they are pulling a mean girl and mean boy bullshit. Like, they're taking it to high school. The jock and the cheerleader are picking on the theater guy. So, yeah. Team Justin. I don't know how you feel about it, but let me know in the comments if you've made it this far. If you're Team Justin or Team Blake, and why. All right? You guys take care now. Care Bear out.